he tweeted the following. He said, "I was completely crushed in my game today. This is not to accuse my opponent of anything, who played an amazing game and deserved to win. But honestly, as soon as I saw my opponent was wearing a watch early in the game, I lost my ability to concentrate." This was his first tweet. After that, he said, "I obviously take responsibility for my inability to deal with those thoughts properly, but it's also incredibly frustrating to see organizers still not taking anti-cheating seriously at all. No transmission delay, spectators walking around the playing hall with smartphones." Okay, this is a big one. Spectators walking around the playing hall with smartphones. That's absolutely unacceptable. Delay, we can get into that in just a second, but let's start with the smartphones. How was that even remotely considered to be allowed? I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, organizers, generally speaking, have never taken cheating too seriously. And I'm not speaking about this game. I mean, I actually don't believe that there was anything that would cause me to believe this is like a fishy game. And again, I'm not going to like take one game as like a tournament. Sure, if a tournament could be a real outlier, but one game, I mean, things can happen. Like Magnus is expected to lose every random occurrence to a 2500. This is he's not going to win 100 games out of 100. He'll probably lose 1 out of 100, or whatever it is. I don't know what the numbers will say, but this is expected. So he loses this game to Suleimanov. And but yeah, in general, chess organizers don't take cheating seriously, and I've seen this in many tournaments over the years. It's only once it becomes an issue that they have to address that they actually address it. But at the start, it's just carelessness. They just don't think about it. They're like, okay, we have this tournament to organize. We need the playing hall. We need the arbiters. We need the chessboards. This and that. They don't think we need to ensure people are not cheating until some sort of minor controversy occurs, whatever it may be. It could be minor, major. Obviously, when it was Magnus and Hans, it was major. This one is a minor one.
You would say this one is a minor one? No. I think this is a pretty major one as well.
Well, there's no cheating accusation. Nobody's accusing anyone of cheating. Magnus just said that he wants there to be tighter security measures. Now, he should have probably done it before the tournament started. He probably should not have timed it so that it's right after he loses to a 2500.
Right.
That seems like poor timing. But nevertheless, he's not accusing Suleimanov of cheating, and although some people have talked about it, I don't think anyone has made like an accusation against him.
So basically, electronics, watches, pens, anything that triggers the alarm bells at the security checkpoint is not allowed in the playing hall. And this is an interesting part of it, because one of my students plays at the Qatar Masters, and he actually triggered the metal detector, but they were like, okay, you can go in. they didn't care about anything.
Magnus is generally correct. I mean, his timing was off, but of course people should not have anything on them.
Yeah.
We've already, for years, I saw people put photos of like Hikaru with the watch and me with the watch. I'm like, okay, for years and years. I mean, they're looking back on like 2013.
Watches were fine. Yeah, watches were always fine.
I don't remember exactly when it happened, but for many years I've known that you don't really wear a watch, whatever kind of watch it is. I also have I also have a mechanical watch, right? It's I don't know if you can, I don't know how it works. Like maybe you can hide a cheating device and then maybe you can't. Maybe, I don't know the specifics, but you don't wear a watch. That's it. And it's not on the player, because players, they just kind of, they might not know the rules. So, but the organizer should be telling players, there's no downside to it. You just tell players, okay, don't wear a watch. Like in the US Championship, we can't wear watches. We can't take our own pens. We can't do this. Maybe it's very silly, I don't know, but you don't do it and it doesn't hurt anyone.
No, I completely agree, and I do think that the organizers are in the wrong in this one, and specifically also the arbiters, because Magnus also tweeted after that. I did ask an arbiter during the game whether watches were allowed, and he clarified that smart watches were banned, but not analog watches, which is not the case. The FIDE rules do specify that all sorts of watches pretty much have to be kept in the room, not brought to the board. So in that case, I guess he was right. Not really sure what the arbiter could have done at that point during the game, once he was already allowed to bring whatever he had, watches,
Well, but
rings.
again, I don't see the downside. Like, you just tell them, okay, you can't wear your watch. Just give it to us, and we'll give it to you back after the game.
Yeah.
We didn't realize that you were wearing it, but you're not allowed to have it. And like, why would the player complain? I mean, even if it's during the game, it's just like, okay, not on their move, but they make a move, they get up from the board or whatever, and just tell them, yeah, please give your watch, and then we'll give it to you back after the game.
Right.
For example, I can't count how many times during a tournament I'm not allowed to put a water bottle on the board because maybe they don't like they don't like to have a sponsor or like a company logo next to the board, so they don't want you to put your water bottle on the board.
Yes.
So, and they say during the game, I'm like, okay, I'll put it under the table, and
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, what's the big deal? I don't know. For an organizer, I think it's normal to do this.
Right.